So doing this NBA 2K11 series, I've had conversations with friends, subs, and everything in between about how NBA 2K11 and those games were, air quotes, the good old days. And I'm very weary of that because I don't want to become one of those people who are stuck living in the past, reminiscing and everything. But after just letting the NBA 2K20 cycle play out, as well as playing and watching other sports games, I've come to the conclusion that it's not nostalgia, at least not for me personally. Video games aren't what they were 10 years ago, just 10 years ago. Even outside of the sports gaming genre, things have changed potentially for the worse. And that's not to say that games aren't good anymore or anything. I just think the mindset has changed in creating video games. It's as if the gaming industry went from let's do as much as we possibly can to make this game a timeless classic to, oh, there's bugs in the game? Well, throw some loot packs in it and we'll drop a day one patch and get them out of here. Did y'all forget that at one point you had to finish your games before you could put them out? That used to be the standard, at least it had to be finished. I believe the shift came in the early 2010s when gaming was climbing the ladder of becoming the most profitable media in the world. It's not a coincidence that NBA 2K had the brilliant idea of adding VC to NBA 2K13, and less than a year later, the highest selling piece of media ever came out. And yes, that includes movies and everything. GTA 5 made over $6 billion. And yes, it probably is a coincidence that those two happened almost in the same year. But anyway, you don't need a third eye to tell you when anything makes that kind of money, the mill and billionaires are gonna come in and they're gonna get their hand in the pot because of course, which unluckily for us gamers means them coming into businesses as investors who have input on games that they couldn't care less about outside of the monetary aspects, which is why we've been dealing with all the shady business practices and underhanded tactics from all of our favorite publishers. Bro, they put pack openings in a Tomb Raider game. Do I even need to say anything else? In the current state of sports games, I'll just mention my favorite consistent gameplay issues that I'm aware of right now. So in 2K, I just love it. Now you can do a double pro hop, which, you know, is basically a travel. Double pro hop travel through the lane for a pro hop dunk damn near every single time. You know, I don't even think you need the fancy footwork badge, but if you got the fancy footwork badge, they might let you hop 3 times, hell. But God forbid you take a wide open layup and a player just so happen to be staring at you, because guess what? You can pro hop through the lane all you want to, but somebody staring at you while you're taking an open layup, it's coming out, bro. You're gonna miss it. Don't even try it, bro. Just pass the ball. And in FIFA, man, you can't even pass in FIFA. You can literally pull up the replay, right? You could pass the ball, you could be in the middle of the play, passing the ball around, pull up the replay. In the replay, they show the little arrow of where you are aiming to pass or shoot with your analog stick. They will literally show you where your analog stick was aiming, and your pass will go in the complete opposite direction or just wherever FIFA feels like the ball should go. It's also a very common thing for players to just let the ball go right by them when they can stop it. And in the beginning of the year, there was a glitch in pro clubs that everybody was doing that allowed you to stand offsides, just basically stand straight in front of the goal, and somebody could just send you a long ball, and it's potentially an easy goal every single time if you don't have somebody. If somebody doesn't mark that man and stay back there with him, they're not gonna call it offsides or whatever. And this was in the game this was at launch, and they didn't take it out in the day one patch. That's absurd, bro. I don't play enough Madden, NHL, or PES to speak on any of those, but 2K, don't think we forgot about your shitty launch. We didn't forget. But even content-wise in sports games, I feel like they've taken a step back, you know? They all follow somewhat of the same template, right? You gotta get your My Career or whatever your version of My Career is. You gotta have your Ultimate Team game mode, which is, you know, my team for 2K. And of course, you gotta have your My League or franchise mode. And then from there, it's usually just the removal and reintroducing of old game modes they claim to be new. But you know, we know the truth. Really, I just want them to get back to making games that you enjoy playing because the game itself and the gameplay itself is fun. Not because you need to grind to hit legend or you want that new OP Ultimate Team card or because it's what you and your friends are used to doing. Bring back making games that are fun, that are just good games, and they don't rely on extrinsic motivation to keep people on that game. I think it'll be interesting to see not only where sports gaming goes, but just gaming in general in the next 10 years. Hopefully, it'll be out of the hands of those people calling the shots for games that they've never picked up a controller for in their lives, but we shall see, man. But that's all I got for y'all today, bro. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like share with me what do you think? Do you think people are just being nostalgic when they talk about old sports games being better? Or do you think that sports games now have taken a fall off? Let me know down below in the comments, man. And like I said, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And as always, I'm D Brown Shanghai, and I'm up out of here.